Hey everyone, Fatty from Pack a Punch Traders here. Just want to make a review of the day. I already made one going over the morning, so really PHIO is really the only thing to go over right now. We ended up getting a Friday squeezer. We had some good news out of this thing. Um, oops, efficiency. Okay, so it had some positive news. Um, I usually don't really care too much about the news, just more about the reaction. So here, it popped up on the scanner as it was climbing up into the 130s here, 140s, and what I was seeing was a low float and low market cap on a Friday that typically fails. So shorts are packing this heavy, and that's exactly what happened early. And this is where I traded it into this mess here. Really exhausting. I wasn't patient enough. As you can see, if I was just more patient and let it consolidate more and prove to shorts that it wasn't going to head lower and just going to hold up, I could have gotten a better trade for sure, taken a bigger part of this move into the high ones, two-ish area. Probably wouldn't have waited for all of this, maybe. Probably just the high, yeah, this area. I most likely wouldn't have waited for all that, just knowing my patience level. But I had the right thought process on this. I just failed to execute it properly. Glad I was able to alert everyone on Twitter, though. I was just looking for the failure to break down and for shorts to get squeezed. So I could even bring that up now. And then I'll get into the trade. Alright, here. So, started off PHIO looking for more consolidation but potential to test the mid ones. And the reason why I thought it could get first level of resistance mid ones, because after it breaks out over this 120 area where it was grinding up and holding up against the whole time before it took off, we have some resistance, a little perk here in the 150s and in the 160s here. We got some resistance as well. So I was thinking the mid to high ones we could get a little push to. So I completely underestimated it as after hours, the whole spike, it took off for another dollar than what I thought it would do. Just a fantastic move. Excited for this. After such a red day, this will be a fantastic multi-day bounce. Really excited for that. But now it is starting to fade, looking like it's over. And I did think that we could get to. I went over on the live stream on tradecaster.com. We went over how when it was holding up in the 220s here, that it could still get to the next resistance level in the mid twos, possibly high twos. I underestimated it over here and thought this was starting to break down, and because it was right near resistance level, we got a solid move, a nice short squeeze, and there started becoming a little dip in volume here. So I saw that as a potential top because we're right next to a resistance level. Obviously, it is hindsight, but if that area fails to break down and it starts coming back like it did, that's a buy. Volume comes back, and you don't even have to worry about it. From there, it heads to the mid to high twos, closes at the high of day, and here we are with a nice top in the 270s where there's some resistance. So totally butchered the play because I was getting it as the shorts were packing it. So I was just mistiming it. I was in too early. That's why I wanted to go back to my tweet, and I should have been more patient and stuck to this plan because when I was buying it here, let me zoom in too. As you can see, back and forth action. Lots of selling. I go over the thought process live because it was a live trade. For the situation I was in, the timing I was in, I think I executed it perfectly. I just failed to keep this on watch and keep it as a potential rebuy if it failed to break down. So that's where I messed up. But getting it in here, so my first trade, 131, we got a nice solid perk to the mid to 145 and instant retreat. So I saw that and thought, oh, this might be over. That looks like a top. So I instantly sold for a quick scratch. Literally made like 15 bucks on that. sold it when it was getting down here, and then I recognized that it failed to break down. With this kind of selling that it had here, after a quick pop in volume of buying and a huge retreat with even more selling, I thought this was going to break down. But what it did was continue to hold trend. So I got in right away at 134, another 1,000 shares, small size because I was feeling uncomfortable with this. So I did approach this properly for the timing I was in. Then we get this slow grind higher. We get this little pop here. I was about to sell at 154, couldn't really get it. We retreat again, makes a higher low. And at this point, I was fed up. And we get a bounce higher, and I look at the volume, and it's not that strong. I end up selling at 148 into the top, and I was satisfied with that. And then what I did was just walk away like a dummy. What we get, double bottom, VWAP hold, confirmation of the 120s as we start grinding back and volume starts increasing. And from there, the play that I really wanted happened. The clean move, the short squeeze. So this was really it. Because I was even saying, I'm like, this is a low float. This should be moving faster. The fact that it's not makes me think that shorts are still packing it and it needs some more time. And I was right. I just didn't come back to it, and that was the bad part. So, missed it. Missed a good play. In total, made 150 something bucks on it. Not much. Could have made a lot more, as we can see. But this is just a fantastic play. Just everything trading is really about. You get the cat, like when I talk about lining everything up, this has all the indicators looking up for it. We got the positive catalyst that sucks in shorts, and we're on a Friday with a low float play, low market cap play that tends to fail, and now it's not failing and holding a breakout level. Everything's lining up for shorts to get squeezed, especially because we got a huge volume day today. I usually talk about the red candle being not usually a buy because there's just so, especially if there's a lot of resistance, but there was just so much volume going on that it just outdid everything here, made this support. Shorts were stacking into it with this level, these two levels in mind here, the 130s and whatnot. So when it snapped over 150 and confirmed that wasn't going to break down, that's when the move really started happening. Right here, once we broke that high, because shorts probably just got fed up, and that's when the series of volume came in, and it's just a short squeeze. So that's why I thought this was going to also fail over here, because I saw some volume die. I'm like, okay, if this is just a short squeeze, if shorts are out now, and the volume's kind of dying off, I don't see this going much higher. And I was wrong in this situation, but I still kind of stick to my thinking, because I was talking about how a volume dip right near resistance and starting to get choppy after a solid clean move where the fuel of the play, the shorts getting squeezed, is kind of fading out. I don't know how much more it could go. So I was starting to get a little bearish on this here. Ended up being wrong, but yeah. So that's the breakdown on PHIO, my trades on it, and excited to see if it goes even higher. Either way, I can't wait for a red day to be set so I could play the multi-day bounce. But yeah, we'll just wrap it up there. Hope this video was useful. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to our channel and follow our Twitter at Pack-a-Punch Traders to get the watch list and alerts like this, to where you could be aware of potential movers like this. So ahead of time, I was trading this, alert how I traded it. Yeah, so that's that. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Hope you learned something. I'm going to cut this off. There's this airplane going over. I know it's probably annoying. So, yeah, I'll catch you guys later.